Hello. How are you doing? Monday it is. What's going on? What's happening? Cheers, Diet Coke. I'm watching my stream. I'm looking at my YouTube. Looks okay. I have no idea what's going on Twitch, but if something is a problem, just let me know and I'll see if I can correct it. So today is kind of the last stream of the cycle. I do 6 streams in a row, and then I take Tuesdays off. So I kind of consider Wednesday the first stream of the week, and Monday the last stream of the week. But that's just me. There's nothing wrong with other forms of week starting. Today will be a guitar stream, though. Yesterday was a keyboard stream because I got a brand new piano, which I'm very excited about. Obviously, I don't get new pianos every day or every week or every year even. It's been a few years since I got a new piano, but for various reasons, I've been wanting this one, and I had to physically take my old piano, one of my old pianos in the garage, down to the Guitar Center to trade it in. I got a few $100 out of that, which I'm happy because it wasn't worth it. And then, and this one was only $700, so I ended up paying $400 and something for it, about $500, and it's so much nicer than the Yamaha I was using, which is in the same price range, but it's new and it's got some amazing sounds. So I've been just enjoying it. It's right over here. I got to set it up over here. You can kind of hear that it's you won't be able to see. But tomorrow will be a no stream, but Wednesday will be a piano stream, and we'll play it more tomorrow. We played it a little bit yesterday, and we'll be playing it more for the rest of the year. So I mean every other day. So let's get to the actual content of the day. The content today is going to consist of, why is it showing this? Flight simulator mission. We get in, we fly somewhere, we go from some point A to point B. Sometimes we go from point A to point A. I don't know. It's weird that way. And once we get there, or once we finish roughly 45 minutes of flight simulator content, which I try to make as relaxing as possible, we will switch to the music. We'll take a short break. I switch to the music category, and I'll bring my guitar over here. It's sitting right over here, and we'll play. I'm going to play some guitar. I keep saying we, and I'm trying to get out of the habit. I'm going to play some guitar and sing, etc. For an additional 45 minutes. Make for a roughly 1 hour and a half long stream today, like every day. It's been quite a few. I've got hundreds of these under the belt now, so they're pretty much on autopilot, as we say, as the pilots say, in terms of how the stream actually comes together. As I mentioned, as little planning as possible, in my personal opinion, is the way to go. We have multiple liveries of this. Oh, bright red. So the other day I was thinking about doing like some kind of Pacific tour. Not Hawaii, though. How far away is that from that? We could probably make that. Right? Might not be the most interesting flight in the world, but that's not important. Relaxing is just as important as flying. By the way, Aiko, good to see you. How we're doing? My day is going quite well. Other than the fact that this weekend I got a new piano, and I have a new pair of glasses that are Tom Ford's, but like these. These are fancy Italian glasses. And as you guys know, may or may not know, actually, because I wear different glasses almost every time, as well as a different guitar. I'm a person who buys a lot of frames in my prescription online, and then they come in the mail. Well, these are fancy. These are freaking fancy. Okay, these are Italian made. These are what the these are what the celebrities are wearing, and they are expensive. So, I mean, like this costs the same amount as the piano over there. So, but I'm getting another pair. But I gotta, I have to limit myself. It's a gorgeous day and time of day. This is the actual weather and time of day here at this dinky little island, and then we're going to fly around it and fly south. And there's going to be quite a bit of water. So let's get going here. All right, first thing we're going to do is start turning on some things. For example, the fuel. We don't need that yet. Let's see, propeller full, mixture to full. All right, here's the power. Windscreen heat. Power is here. I don't think we need external power. Maybe we do. All right. This is a plane that's slightly tricky to start up. Throttle to about there. Okay. We're waiting for everything to, our Garmin to boot up. It's right here. And meanwhile, we have to go down here and turn off our chocks, gust locks. The pitot do cover the engine tube cover and the boarding step. So the plane has gone into from a park state to a ready to fire up state. That's what it looks like, though. The engines are not going over. Fishery patrol. So we're on the patrol for any fish, but we'll be way too high to see any fish. But I do like this livery. I don't think I've flown it before. And we're so close to getting ready to start. Let's see. Anything else I need to worry about here? All right. So the tricky thing about this is you don't turn on the magnetos until it fires up. So we're going to start the starboard engine and then flip the magnetos. If you do that the other way, the engine will not fire. It won't even turn. Apparently you won't get enough power. All right, starboard engine is started. Let us start the port engines. Port engine, fire that up. Both magnetos on, we can cover this up. It took me a long time to figure out how to start this thing. I mean, they made a change. I had it for a long time, then they made a change to the starting procedure, and I didn't read the release notes. It's okay. All right, I love this. One of the things I love this plane about is this little coiled thing here just goes crazy, and it's very realistic. All right, let's call them up and ask for going out. We're eventually going to head out south, but we'll probably fly around first. Anyway, it doesn't matter. By the way, cheers, Diet Coke. We don't really need to push back. All right, control surfaces are all working. Give us a little power. We can go forward. There we go. Make the turn here. Head out to the runway for our takeoff here, which is right here. It's a tinky little airport. I like these little island airports. The wheels, do they? I mean, they're kind of realistic. This, I kind of get what you're saying. They're kind of cartoony. Yeah, not all planes have the same level of detailing on not all the parts, but this one is pretty good. I kind of agree that the wheels are just kind of not kind of a trashy bitmap on the wheels. All right, we're gonna take off runway 14, and then we're gonna make a south departure.
November Charlie Alpha India traffic KNSH 909.
For this, we advance the throttles all the way forward. Flaps are not necessary or not called for on takeoff. The flaps are only used for landing on this plane. And it's what you call a short takeoff and landing plane. It's also designed for short airstrips. The other thing about this plane is it does not have retractable landing gear, so don't try. So this is a lagoon resort here. It's funny, it says Tune Auckland Center. So I guess the nearest major country we are close to is New Zealand. Oh, that the wheel, oh right, that they stick down. Okay, interesting story. There used to be, if you look closely, they do kind of look like turkey legs. and they do not come down. But in original versions of the plane, they moved back 90 degrees. Okay, you can kind of see how they would do that. There's a mechanism. You could imagine a mechanism that would make them go back, so that they were behind the engine, and that way they were in the shadow. And they did some experimentations, and it turned out that it wasn't worth it. The amount of extra linkages and power needed to move those back didn't result in any measurable performance improvement. And the same is true. There was a version of the plane that could retract the front wing, the front wheels. This plane it's not really designed for speed. So for whatever reason, they found out that the plane for island hopping at the altitudes, for the missions, it's generally doing. But we want to head this way. This is this whole island here. It's not very big. But it's a beautiful it's called an atoll. You can see that when there's a bunch of little islands that ring a central area, that's an atoll. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool. It's as I say, it's a cool design. It's very common in island situations. That's why it's called an islander. But you probably wouldn't see it like operating in a continental setting, and specifically for that reason, it's not very efficient. It's not very fast. It's not going to get from A to B at the speed that you'd want it to, and that's just okay for the mission that it's required. But yeah, even if you could retract the wheels, it wouldn't do much for you. But yeah, they just stick out there like a bird. It does look like a turkey legs. It's kind of funny. Now that I think about it. Okay, we want to head south, not west. But I want to see this island a little bit. I don't no idea what it is. It's some South Pacific island. It's got an airport, and that's about it. And like one resort. Still, I wouldn't necessarily want to go there. All right, let's turn south. And we're gonna head for this other island. Yeah, the fact most planes have retractable landing gear because that are new, at least relatively new. Even in the the World War II designs, they're usually retractable, and it's because of air. You need that speed. But sometimes speed is not required for the mission. We're in like humid parts of the world. The atmosphere's thick. The whole plane is kind of boxy, and it's designed to be light and not fast. Okay, so the question is there something we can see down there on the map? Beautiful. I love the kind of the colors. You can see the coral reef down there. I mean, presumably this is a color satellite view. But they did a great job. And you can see some stitching, what we call stitching there. All right, but again, one of the best things about this airplane, just off, is the autopilot. So we can set the autopilot direction here. We want to set it to 180 degrees. That's south. Hey, Sides, how you doing? I'm flying around. I'm doing a little South Pacific action here. Then we can set heading, select on, and let's just hold our altitude where we are at 3,200. Okay, and we can put our engines down a little bit. All right, now that we're up and we're established a cruise, I'm checking. Yeah, okay, so the propeller is in an inefficient realm here, and the mixture. It basically just means you're going to burn up too much gas. You're not going to get to your destination. Right. So, oh yeah, these here. DMA beacon receive audio. Yeah, we're not using the DME beacons. That's fine. Where transponder should be on. That does matter though. Okay. What's our speed? 120. All right. So, all right, the engine instruments are there. Port starboard RPMs, green, and the temperature, fuel flow, and then the engine temperatures. Manifold pressure. Where's the engine temperature gauge? I think it's down there, actually. Oh, right. Oh, they're down. They're over here. Hold on. There. These are the individual engine indicators. So oil temperature, oil pressure, fuel pressure. It's all good, but I like to be on top of that. This, I believe, is a passenger version. So you can see she's sitting in the passenger seat there. She's got a little laptop up. And there's a couple more. I think there's like 6 seats. I don't know actually where all the seats are. Hello, how you doing? I don't know. It gets a little creepy. Having a passenger. Okay. Now, we are going to establish that we're going to go to a specific place. That will give us a flight plan. Because actually, I think we're not heading quite the right direction. It's about 100 miles away, right? Yeah, we're not going to make it there. Where's a closer place? I always like, yeah, that's too ambitious. We might be able to make it here. Oh yeah, I think we can make it there. Nah, that's still too far. Still, it'll be more interesting. So let's turn southeast. This way. And then there's also some little islands there we can at least see. But it doesn't look like there's an airfield on it. So we're gonna fly to here. Nah, it's just gonna be too boring. I'll bore myself. It's 100 miles. We only going about 120 miles an hour, 120 knots. You know, we could have a decently long trip today. But no, we're just gonna fly around and land back where we were. That's what you call relaxing. How's y'all doing? We're on YouTube Live. We're on Twitch. Hopefully it's not too loud. It probably is too loud. I try to listen to my my VODs. Let's try around there. See if the audio is clear, you know, see if I'm speaking clearly. Just out of curiosity, okay, we can set up a destination point and see what it tells us the ETA is. For this one, NCMR. Okay. So let's say direct to NC. And NC. It's a little tricky to do, but it's possible. NC. Why is it doing that? NCMR. Activate. All right. So what that did was effectively give me an electronic flight plan to this. So now we can actually use the navigation feature, I believe. And it will keep us on that flight, but more importantly, it'll give us an ETA. Okay. Now we we should be on a navigation plan to that specific airport. Or are we not? Where's the range? Yeah, I don't know exactly how to do this. Which is kind of cool. What is this doing? Yeah, I feel like I'm just figuring stuff out here. That wasn't working. Alrighty, stuff's working here. Yeah, I'm just looking to see, there should be an indicator on this panel here which says what your distance is here, and I don't see it. It's showing to NCMR, right? But yeah, it's 200 miles. So at this rate, it's an hour. All right, well, we're not gonna do that. It is difficult to, especially difficult to add a waypoint, but yeah, they're all the same too. The Garmin's are all the same. I'm constantly, like, there's multiple pages for this navigation thing here, and then okay, it's okay. So right, so there's, you know, anytime where you have to read the book, I'm like, no, like none of these. I don't really know any of these navigation pages doing, and it doesn't matter. Actually, I'm gonna go off the autopilot anyway. We're gonna head back to where we started. It's like an hour and a half to that other island, which we could get to. You know, I don't have the patience for it. This is where we started from. Nobody does. I don't actually like long flights, and you know the thing about a water flight, unless you're in a fairly large or an island flight, unless you're in a fairly large area, you know, you're flying over water for hours. Not a lot to see. But you know, for me, it's kind of about operating the plane, getting it up, you know, figuring out where I am, figuring out where to go. All right, what's going on here? How are we looking? Mixture, get that up just a little bit here. All right. Sometimes it's better, rather than trying to find a flight where you go, oh, I take off and then we land somewhere else. You just like do a couple of landings and take off in the same place. Or the other thing is I like to do, sometimes I'll do carrier landings and takeoffs. Of course, not in this kind of plane. But I don't know, you know, I wanted something relaxing today, and something about flying over water, flying over the southern Pacific Ocean, just find it relaxing. So that part works. But actually getting from point A to point B, sitting there for an hour on the autopilot, I know people who do the, you know, like Giorgio does these jet flights, and he doesn't even do the long ones, but they're still really long. He's playing music for 20 minutes, 25 minutes while you're at cruise, because there's nothing to do. You can't see anything. But we're just on a little fishing mission here. We're fishing, we're patrolling for the fisheries. I don't know if we saw any fisheries. But this will be fine. I'm having a good time. That's the important thing. And well, there's plenty of Diet Coke left, really. So, as usual, the exciting part of the stream is when I can play some music, have my guitar up, diddle around for a while, Well, actually, I like this part too. And as I say, I'm especially excited about doing keyboard streams, piano streams, like not today, but because of my new piano, the new Roland, which is really nice. And I'm thinking about using it as a controller and buying a bunch of virtual keyboards that that you play from the computer, that are on the computer. The sounds are. You only use the keyboard as the controller. It's kind of expensive, but apparently they're really good. They're much better than the ones that effectively come with any piano. But I don't know. And they're almost $400 just for these 80 gigabytes of keyboard samples. But they're supposed to be great. So I'm thinking about buying those. I just have to make sure I can do real-time performance with them, because they're designed for recording studio use, or recording system. And I don't really do any recording. Let's see, how's Bella doing? Bella's good. I don't see Milo on. She's not on. Kind of watching Bella. She's good. I don't know what happened to Mistress Mord today. Are you around? Are you there? Are you watching? I don't think she is. She went radio silent. Well, she had a big weekend with her fetish party. The approach here is just really great looking. Again, that's what I'm going for. We're gonna come in smoothly. I have landed this particular aircraft maybe 150 times. Never had a big problem with it. It's, again, like, these planes do not come in quickly. They don't. You get plenty of time once we start slowing down to make any kind of corrections. And again, as always with all these planes, landing is all about monitoring your airspeed during approach and final, so that you don't stall out. Hi, Pilgrim. How you doing? Yeah, I'm just doing my regular stream today. We kind of picked the South Pacific because I want something kind of, pretty, bucolic. That is gorgeous. These are beautiful. These are beautiful satellite maps, and the trees gives it that three-dimensional look. And this plane is an islander. It's specifically designed for island hopping. You don't have to take an islander. But when I do take the islander out, I do like to do island hopping. It says Fishery Patrol on it, which, by the way, I think FIGAS also is fishery something related. But I don't know. FIGAS. Maybe somebody could look that up. It might be related specifically to the phrase Fishery Patrol. I saw the the livery. I'm like, red plane. Oh, heck yes. Look at that. Red plane. Open the window. Probably a bad idea. Alright, we're coming in to the airstrip here, which is where we took off from. But again, this is a very isolated island at Atoll. It probably has a population of about 800 people, maybe 1,000. Like permanent residents, maybe less. I think it has one resort. Bring down the throttle a little bit so we're not over speeding. Approach speed's around 110. We're not quite on approach yet. But yeah, okay, 3 miles out, we start flaps to 50% to half, of what they are, 25 degrees. We'll bring them down further. The flaps are quite effective. As I mentioned, you don't use them for takeoff, but you do use them for landing. And no need to lower the gear, it's always down. Bring down the throttle even a little bit more, and now we bring the flaps to a full, which they are prodigious. As I mentioned, these flaps really make it easy to land because they'll slow you way down. We just don't want to slow down enough that we actually lose any maneuvering capability or stall. As I mentioned, right here, this is basically the only resort on the islands right here. But it looks pretty nice. It's got all these cabins right on the water. You can kind of see. Oops, I was distracted. We're fine. I had a bad lineup. Plus, I think there's some wind. And just touch down real gentle like that. You don't want to wake the baby, as I like to say. No reason to wake the baby. Flaps back up. Perfect landing, by the way. I've landed this plane like 150 times. I'm not exaggerating. I play this game a lot, like every day. Even before I stream, too. Yeah, we had a right to left wind there, rather strong. So, yeah, that's what was pushing us from the right to the left, you know. That's what happens. And this is where we started. But I think we're going to go ahead and take a look around, take a short break, and then switch to guitar. And we were right here, if you remember. All right. Brakes are on. Parking brake is on. And going to open up the doors. Oh, give me a second. There we go. Open up the doors. Set mixture to cut. Shut the end. We'll shut the engines off. Turn off the mags. We're running on battery power. Turn off avionics. Turn off the batteries. And then finally, these go back to. Oh yeah, I forgot that we have a reverser on the propeller too. No, yeah, these go off. These go to off, which is that direction, like that. So you can refuel the plane, and now you can see we've got the doors open. I like that. I like that the doors open. There's a cargo in there with like some like boxes or something, crates or something in the cargo area. A beautiful, reliable plane. As I say, that's very purpose built as an island to island flight for, you know, maybe packages or cargo or a few passengers, a little bit of both. This says fishery patrol, so I'm just thinking patrol. You know, are they looking for fishing boats that are not licensed to operate in those waters, kind of stuff? You know, could be interesting. All right, so I'm going to run my little mid-roll. We're going to take a 3-minute break. I'm going to start playing guitar afterwards. So keep, you know, stay tuned for that, or come on for that. And then it's going to be streaming. It's going to be a regular, like, hour and a half stream. Let's see if we can quit to the desktop today. You never know. Tune in. I want to sing this Leonard Cohen song that I almost never sing. And I'm not even sure I remember the name of it. Shit. What's the name? I could probably figure it out. Yeah, it's called If It Be Your Will. If it be your will. And I remember I got a capo this. Or it's way too long. It goes a little like this. If it be your will that I speak no more, and my voice be still as it was before, I will speak no more. I shall abide until I am spoken for. If it be your will, if it be your will, that a voice be true from this broken hill, I will sing to you. From this broken hill, all your praises I shall sing. If it be your will to let me sing, if it be your will, if there is a choice, let the rivers fill, let the hills rejoice, let your mercy spill on these burning hearts in hell. If it be your will to make us well, draw bind us tight. I don't know if that's the way it goes. All your children here in their rags of light, in our rags of light, all dressed to kill. And in this night, if it be your will, it be your will. Leonard Cohen, amazing songwriter. Come on and take a seat next to me. You know we got what you need. We may be liars preaching to choirs, but we can sell your dreams. You don't need sympathy, they got a pill for everything. Just take that dark cloud, ring it out to wash it down, but don't pray for us. We don't need no modern Jesus to roll with us. The only rule we need is never giving up. The only faith we have is faith in us. We are the ones who start little fires, yet they burn out. When they're on the rise, they can't help but shine. And when the wave approaches, take our ashes to the ocean. Who cares if hell awaits? We're having drinks at heaven's gate, but don't pray for us. We don't need no modern Jesus to roll with us. The only rule we need is never giving up. The only faith we have is faith in us. We know that we're helpless, at least that's what we assume. But we don't need to prove nothing to you. Let's take a cool down. You don't want to feel blue. We won't sell you nothing you can't use. Don't pray for us. We don't need no modern Jesus to roll with us. The only rule we need is never giving up. The only faith we have is faith in us. Thank you, by the way. You are getting a private show. This is for me to you. I don't know. What can I say? I mean, I do a private show anyway, so it's only a semi-private show if there's two people watching. A little Diet Coke to soothe the old. Oh, look at that! Look at the ice floating in the brown, nature's finest brown fizzy fluid. Oh yeah. All right, let's do. Hold on a second here. We're gonna do. Is this right? By the way, yeah, that's fine. We're gonna do this karaoke version of "Shiny Happy People." Give me 1 second to set that up. All right. No, you don't need to hear it yet. Let me just set it up here. Okay. And you'll be able to hear it now. Should be fine. Let's see how this... Let's give it a whirl. See if I still remember it. The good thing it has the lyrics, so I don't have to memorize the lyrics. But I do have to play the song. I do play the song. I think I do okay. Okay, I think we're ready. Wait, we'll Diet Coke. Doesn't matter. It goes like this. Wait, the audio turned way down? Sorry about that. Hold on, let's go back to the beginning here. All right, there we go. I don't know. I just, you gotta sing that song. You go, hey, happy people, like they do in the video. By the way, after repeated listening to the lyrics, as usual, a song like Shiny Happy People, it's got some very dark undertones, some darker than I think I expected. Because I always expected, it's a throwaway bubblegum song, but if you ever, you can read them along with me. And think about kind of what he's saying. Put it in your hand, take it. There's no time to cry. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, shit, maybe I should not be singing this song. But I don't know, as I say, you can listen to the song maybe 50 times before you realize the dark, dark undertones of a lot of songs in this category. By the way, hold on a second here. All right, let's load up the next karaoke tune that we like to do here. And mute. There's an ad. That's fine. We like it. It was predictable. Excuse me. I think I've seen Happy Few being played. And Make Believes I think I've heard of too. Maybe not. Right. Oh, so you think you can tell heaven from heaven, blue skies and pain? Can you tell the Greenville from a cold steel rail? Smile from the veil. By the way, Sackboy, how you doing? All right, that was fun. I had a good time doing those. Those are the only 2 karaoke songs. And hold on a second, let me pause that there. The main reason why is that if I were watching somebody on a music stream and all they did was karaoke versions of songs, I would turn it off. I want to see somebody perform the music. I don't necessarily want to hear the backing, the fake backing band anyway, But these are both good versions. And I'm singing them, so I'm singing and playing the guitar, so it's not exactly a regular karaoke performance, but those are great songs. We're gonna play a Killers song now. It's called Spaceman. It goes like this. Spaceman by the Killers goes like this. I don't know if I've come to think of it. I do not think I've longer memorized the lyrics. I should bring them up here. Oh, yeah, I want to do the wind. I'm going to play the wind first. I'm going to play the wind and then Spaceman. Old music or new ones too. Mostly old music. Occasionally I do my own little compositions, but these songs are pretty old. This song is from when I was a kid. It's called The Wind by Cat Stevens. It goes like this. I listen to the wind of my soul. Where I'll end up, well, I think only God really knows. I sat upon the setting sun. I never I never needed water once. No, never. I listen to my words, but they fall far below. I let my music take me where my heart wants to go. I swam upon the devil's lake. I'll never I'll never make the same mistake. No, never. That's called The Wind by Cat Stevens. This is Spaceman by the Killers. It goes like this. It was like, oh, little Diet Coke. Spaceman. I love the Killers, by the way. I'm going to check out Rush E on the piano. It's good to learn. I play. I think you know I play piano as well as guitar. I'm guessing from that comment. I like to think I play piano a little better than guitar. Although I can play it a little bit. I like this. Started with a low light. Next thing I knew, they ripped me from my bed. Then they took my blood type. It left a strange impression in my head. Know that I was hoping that I could leave this star-crossed world behind. Then they cut me open. I guess I changed my mind. I might have just flown too far from the floor this time. 'Cause they're calling me by my name, and they're zipping white light beams, disregarding bombs and satellites. And that was the turning point. That was one lonely night. Star Maker says it ain't so bad. Dream Maker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. Now I'm back at home and I'm looking forward to this life I live. It's gonna haunt me. So hesitation to this life I give. You think you might cross over? You're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. You better look it over before you make that leap. And you know I'm fine, but I hear those voices at night sometimes to justify my claim. And the trouble public don't dwell on my transmission, cause it wasn't televised, but it was the turning point. Oh, what a lonely night. Stomachmaker says it ain't so bad. Dreammaker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. Stomachmaker says it ain't so bad. Dreammaker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. My global position systems are vocally addressed. They say the Nile used to run from east to west. They say the Nile used to run from east to west. I'm blind, but I hear those voices at night sometimes. Stomachmaker says it ain't so bad. Dreammaker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. Stomachmaker says it ain't so bad. Dreammaker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. All in my mind. All in my mind. It's music on the piano, by the way. Yes, I play piano alternately. So tomorrow is my day off, but after that, Wednesday will be a piano stream. I'll look into it. Kind of tuned. Some streams go really fast. Some streams seem to go forever. Most streams go really fast. This one's going pretty fast. I mean, look how much Diet Coke there is still remaining in the glass. I cannot finish until it is finished. Yeah, I know. When am I getting the 24-hour stream? Yeah, I know. Well, for one thing, no one's going to offer me $420 to do the 24-hour stream. I was thinking that 24-hour stream. I do 1.5 hour streams, so it's literally let's see, 10 streams is 10 and a half is 15 hours. So 24. It takes me like 15 streams to get 24-hour mark. 15 straight. I mean, but my life. My life is not that much of an open book that I would want to stream for 24 hours like that. You know what I mean? No, we're talking about our friend Milo. I don't know if you know Milo Lantana, and she just did a 24-hour stream where she slept and she got up and she did it, and then she did another 8 hours after she got up, woke up. So she did technically a 30-hour stream, I think, or 6 hours, yeah. And it was like, no. How old am I? I am. There's a Beatles song about me. It's called "When I'm 64." Will I still breathe? Will I still do it? I'm finally the age that the Beatles were talking about in that song. I guess, And someday I'll be even older than that. It's a scary thing. In fact, today, do you want to know something really scary? Today, on this day, I'm the youngest that I'm ever going to be. Of course, that's true of everybody at all times. All right, let's move on from that thought. Okay, let's move on. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my, cool breeze in my hair, something like that. Warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway. Heard a mission bell. And I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. And she lit up a candle. She showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor. Well, I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely face. Plenty of room at the Hotel California. Any time of year, you can find it here. The man is Tiffany Twisted. She got the Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys that she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, one Sundance to forget. So I called up the captain, please bring me my wine. Haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night, well, just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Anytime, any place, there's a lovely face. Living it up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Bring your alibis. Mirrors, wait, mirrors on the ceiling. Pink champagne on ice. She says, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, we gathered for the feast. Stabbed it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beasts. Last thing I remember is running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the night man. We are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. This long solo. Anyway, that's as much of Hotel California you're getting, and you're liking it. Must be your skin, I'm sinking in. Must be for real, now I can feel. I didn't mind, it's not my kind. It's not my time to wonder why. If everything goes white and everything's gray. Well, now you're here, now you're away. I don't want this, remember that. I'll never forget you where you're at. Don't let the days roll by. Glycerine, glycerine. I'm never alone, I'm alone all the time. Are you at one or do you lie? We live in a wheel where everyone steals, but when we rise it's like strawberry fields. If I treated you bad, you bruised my face. Couldn't love you anymore, you got a beautiful taste. Don't let the days roll by. Well, could have been easier on you. I couldn't change though I wanted to. Well, should have been easier by 3. Our old friends fear at you and me. Glycerine, glycerine. Glycerine by Bush. By the way, 1996 or 1978. That's an old song. Okay, I'm gonna do all. I'm gonna do that Sister Hazel song. That's gonna be it for today, I think. It's called "All for You" by Sister Hazel, and it goes like this. Last song of the night of the show. It's not really nighttime. Could be nighttime where you are. So we got to get this Diet Coke down. We got to reduce the quantity. This is my first Diet Coke of the day, too. And only. One a day. That's my limit. But nobody should drink more than one a day, I think, you know. Anyway, it goes like this. Finally I figured out. Took a long, long time. Now there's a turnabout. Baby, 'cause I'm trying. There's been times I'm so confused. All of my roads where they lead to you. I just can't turn and walk away. Well, it's hard to say what it is I see in you. And if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do. Enough to prove it's all for you. I thought I'd seen it all. It's been a long, long time. All the while we're tripping fall, wondering if I'm blind. There's been times I'm so confused. All of my roads where they lead to you. I just can't turn and walk away. Well, it's hard to say what it is I see in you. Wondering if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. Rain comes pouring down, falling from blue skies. Words without a sound, coming from your eyes. Finally I figured out, but it took a long, long time. Oh, there's a turnabout, maybe 'cause I'm trying. There's been times I'm so confused. All of my roads where they lead to you. I just can't turn and walk away. Well, it's hard to say what it is I see in you. Wonder if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. It's always what it is I see in you. Wonder if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. Sister Hazel, that was 1996 for sure. Oh man, slightly short stream today because I'm just feeling a little. I got some work to do, and there's stuff to do. Work. I gotta get back to work. I'm a working man, and besides, there'll be more streams. There'll be a lot more streams. Be new songs to learn, new things to do. I'm excited about the future of streaming. And an hour and a half. We didn't make it. Well, let's see. Doing the right over here. All right, put that down. Lovely. Oh, anyway, but thanks. As always, I don't even expect that people are going to come by and chat, say hi, say appreciation. We had a first-time chatter. That's a big deal, by the way. Sackboy, drop a follow because we do this every day. We also are on YouTube. A lot of people are watching on YouTube VODs after the fact because YouTube recommends me. Down the 7 days afterwards, my stream will suddenly be seen by 100 people. And so for you folks watching me later, you always come by Twitch or YouTube video and watch the live stream, come say hello, or just smash that like button in After Effects, or subscribe. Those are all reasonable YouTube things. Now on Twitch, you're going to see occasionally ads, but if you do subscribe, you get this amazing emote that I'm going to type in my Twitch chat here. And trust me on this one, it's the only thing you get. It's a benefit of being a subscriber. But this emote attracts attention in other people. You could use it in anyone's chat. If you're a subscriber, and I use it all the time, and people are like, "What the hell?" Plus, it's me, so I mean, people are like, "Who the hell is that old guy who's trying to call you?" So that's my as subscriber benefits go. This is actually a pretty good one because most of the emotes are pretty kind of lame, and this one is actually kind of like, I like it. All right, so I gotta go though, but. I do, again, appreciate it. Next stream will be Wednesday. I'm going to do my outro here. I'm going to do the last of the Diet Coke. My outro is the following. My show is inspired by the Carol Burnett show from the 1970s. It's a variety show from the 70s. One of the first really major ones. She combined comedy skits, musical performances, and audience interaction. And by the way, that last one, the audience interaction was kind of very rare. No, I never skipped the outro. She would stop every show. And by the way, I was watching the Carol Burnett show. The first few years, she would take questions from the audience, and then they would show it. They would edit that down. And the questions from the audiences weren't great. So after that, they switched it up, and after that, and she interviewed the audience. So she would pick an audience member out, and she would ask them questions, and they were hilarious. That's when the audience interaction started getting really funny and being like the best segment on the show because it was always very surprising, and she was really good at kind of making these little funny jokes at the expense of her audience members. So a Carol Burnett show, yes. Unlike I don't have Carol Burnett, I also do not have Harvey Korman, Tim Conway, Lyle Waggoner, or the incomparable Vicki Lawrence, her talented side cast members. But you do get me doing the following. I'm so glad we had this chance together just to have a laugh and sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so. And she did this every time, too. She was a signal to her grandmother. So anyway, thank you again. I'm going to not rate anybody today because Milo is not on, and I don't really see anyone on that I'm going to rate besides just me. And you know what I'm saying. I'm going to go watch Bella, though. So I'm going to play my little ending soon here, and then we'll see you guys Wednesday, maybe.